discuss with you is about some inventions that Star Trek original series predicts. However, there are some inventions that don't exist yet, but who knows, one day they can really become true.
The presentation is divided into 3 parts. In the first part, we are going to talk about the film itself. Before that, we will focus on the inventions that already exist and don't exist yet related to the film. Lastly, we're gonna show our point of view about the inventions that we choose.
Well, let's begin talking about basic information of the film. It was released on September 8, 1966. The director of Star Trek original series is Gene Roddenberry, and the main actors are William Shatner as James T. Kirk, Leonard Nimoy as Spock, and George Takei as Hikaru Sulu.
The original Star Trek series focuses on the 23rd century adventures of Captain James T. Kirk and the USS Enterprise, a powerful interstellar spaceship dispatched by Earth-based Starfleet Command to explore the galaxy. Kirk commands a crew of 430 men and women aboard his spaceship, which can travel at speeds surpassing the speed of light. Kirk's 5-year mission is to seek out new life and new civilizations, and to boldly go where no man has gone before. All of these inventions, except 2, warp drive and tractor beam, you already know. Warp drive is a shape of propulsion faster than light. Tractor beam will emphasizing further ahead.
Inventions that already exist to talk about. The first invention is a cell phone that was officially invented in 1973 by Martin Cooper. They are used to make and receive calls while the user is moving. I guess it's all of you knows that, but wherever. In the first picture on your left, you can see the cell phone that is used on our original series Star Trek. In the 3 pictures, you can see the evolving of the cell phone. In the middle is the first cell phone, then Motorola, and lastly, the most recent cell phone, iPhone 7.
I don't know if you know, but big screen televisions are, for example, LCDs, plasmas, LEDs, etc. The first big screen televisions are officially invented on July 1964 by Professor Jim Slaughter and Professor Donald Bitzer. It's used for reproduce images and sound instantly. In the first picture on your left, we have the big screen televisions that are used on original series Star Trek. In 2 pictures on the right, we have in the middle the first big screen television invented by 2 professors, then plasma TV, and the most recently, OLED TV.
Tractor beam is an invention that doesn't exist yet, and it's used to capture objects or people in space using light, as you can see in the first picture on your left. Did you know that this can really become true? Actually, NASA is working on it. And now we will show you a short video about the working of NASA on this.
My group has made a bit of a splash just recently because we invented what we call tractor beams. And so we call them tractor beams because of the relationship to the technology from Star Trek. So it's like science fiction being made real. So what a tractor beam is a wave. A lot of people will be familiar with the idea that a wave can push. If you've gone to the beach, waves exert forces, they push you downstream. What we discovered is that it's possible to structure a wave so that now the wave doesn't just push. The wave can actually grab an object, hold onto it, or even pull it. When we were first making the tractor beams in the lab, at first all we could do is move really tiny things, very, very small distances, just over a micrometer, a millionth of a meter. We're not lifting up an entire battle cruiser and hauling it across space. But then, once you've got centimeters and then to meters, the next step really is kilometers, and that's what we're working towards now. If you have tractor beams, if you're able to sample stuff remotely from a safe distance, you could imagine looking at smokestack plumes to see what particles are contributing to the pollution. In space exploration, this would be a very big deal. So we're actually collaborating with NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center down in Maryland to create really long-range tractor beams for space exploration. I'm a Star Trek fan, and so I can't help seeing analogies between what they were doing, what they were dreaming of in the 1960s, and what we're finally able to do in the laboratory. And I say finally, you've got to realize that Star Trek was supposed to be in the 2200s, the 23rd century, so we're a couple of hundred years ahead of time. We're doing well.
Energize. Kirk to Enterprise. Red alert.
What is it?
Cestus 3 has been destroyed.
We thought it was important to consider our points of view about these three inventions that we choose.
We think that cell phones are very useful and practical. Science, they helped to greatly develop this technology.
Although big screen television is prejudicial for some things, for example for vision, it was revolutionary and allowed to increase a lot of knowledge on humanity.
Tractor beam will be a great step forward in technology and science.